Hello friends, welcome to another video of Jobs Gurukul. Please subscribe the channel for tips on resume writing, interview preparation, job search, college selection and career advice. So going ahead, send your resume now for a free review and corrections at oricoacademy@gmail.com and we will treat all your data as confidential. So friends, coming to the topic for today, how to search for a job from scratch. So many of us have faced this problem. Many of you are freshers, many of you are working professionals, but both of the categories often face the biggest problem for them is taking the first step, how to do a job search. Nobody knows how to do a job search because there is no defined process. So let us go to the topic for today. So guys, today I will explain to you about the various 7 steps basically. If you follow the steps, then the job search journey will become easy for you, and you just you don't need to think a lot. You don't need to basically take a lot of tension about job search and all. If you just simply follow the steps and follow the guidelines which I am giving out to you, all the job search will become completely free flow. It will become very easy for you, and it will automatically flow, and automatically at the end of all the steps you will land up a good job. So starting from the first step, basically the first step of any job search, either if you are a fresher or if you are a working professional, is to check with friends and colleagues where they have applied in the past. So in India and in any other country, be it Canada, be it USA, primarily jobs are basically people get the jobs through references. So all the entire world basically so it is easier for the companies. Okay, they are getting they don't need to pay for the third party consultants if they are getting referrals of and good CVs of possible employees. So first of all, check with your friends and colleagues where they have applied in the past. This is the first step. Okay, and discuss with your friends, discuss with your colleagues which are the job portals that they are using, which are the basically how they are proceeding in their job applications, and basically last job, how they were able to change the last job. So first hand experience is very important in the field. So getting to the second point, so see, you need to be ready with your CV, cover letter, and you need to be updated about your field, because once you start searching for a job, anytime you can get a call for an interview. Okay, so whenever you start searching for the job, you should not delay creation of your CV or cover letter, or you cannot stay not updated about your field. So because job search is a journey, and this journey is fought, it is basically a war, and this war is fought with some tools. Those tools are the CV, the first and most important tool. Second thing is support, which is the cover letter. And without being updated about your field, you cannot land a job. It will show in the interview. Your lack of preparation will show in your interviews, because interviews are updating day and night. Candidates, hundreds of candidates like you, they will quickly catch what are your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, you don't need to express. So basically, whenever you start a job search, the second step is that you should have an updated CV ready. Okay, you cannot do it later. So coming to the third step is to focus your efforts. So you have to narrow down the applications to one or two high potential job sites. So the job sites can be emerge out of your own research or from the references given by friends and colleagues. So if friends and colleagues say that they have in your profile, in your area of work, if they say that they have landed good jobs through naukri.com, then naukri.com has to be there in your target as a target job site. If they say that if friends and colleagues from your area, if they say that IM jobs they have used, then again this has to be in your consideration set. Similarly for Glassdoor, Monster, other jobs websites, and I can tell you about 10 job sites, but you cannot I think you cannot divert your efforts. Okay, so as a person, you are having a limited time, and 2 hours that you are spending on a particular job site, which is not going to get you any interviews, is 2 hours wasted. And if you spend the same 2 hours into a job site which is optimum for you, which is the right one for you, then in those see, why do people take a lot of time to get a job? You must have seen the person is applying since 8 months and 1 year, but he's not getting any jobs because he's applying at the wrong places. Okay, so you need to focus the efforts, you need to narrow down the applications to one or two high potential job sites from your field. Coming to the next, so basically you should only apply in the field of your experience or credentials. So if you are a working professional, you have to apply in the field of your experience. If you are a fresher, then basically if you are a mechanical engineer, then as per your credentials of mechanical engineering, you need to apply for mechanical engineering jobs or jobs which take up mechanical engineers, maybe in IT, maybe in, if you know coding, then you can go to IT, you can go as an analyst basically. So you can, if you are having credentials of an analyst and you have done something during your graduation or post graduation, or if you are having say credentials in startup, okay, if you have done some projects with some startups, then that is also part of your credentials. Even if you are a fresher, you should apply in jobs which are related to startup world. Okay, so again here basically it is crystal clear that because the way the HR filters resumes is basically their HR is bombarded with hundreds of CVs, and they have to select the best candidate in the least possible time. So they use certain markers in the CVs. Okay, and if you are say a supply chain person and you are applying for a job in finance, then definitely you will not be considered. Okay, if you don't have the relevant experience or the relevant credentials, you are not going to be considered by the HR. Okay, it is like you are having experience of marketing and applying to a scientist position, or the vice versa. So going to the next step, you should check out the HR person from the job posting and you should connect with them on LinkedIn. So this is very important because it helps narrowing down to the exact person who's posting the job. Okay, so many sites at naukri.com or IMjobs or LinkedIn, you will often see that the HR has mentioned their contact numbers, the HR has mentioned their names. Okay, so you should check out the HR person name through LinkedIn and basically connect with them and message them. In LinkedIn also you can send your CVs to them, and basically you should try connecting with them one on one. Okay, and because you have to be there in the consideration set of the HR. Okay, and if the HR responds, say it may be that you are sending the message to say 20 people and one of the HR only responds, but then also that one HR will be seeing your CV separately. Okay, not along with the other hundreds of the CVs that they would be seeing. Okay, so that leads to basically higher chances of you getting shortlisted and higher chances of you standing out, because it also shows effort. You have taken the effort, taken the pains to connect with them directly and message them and giving your CV. If the HR person sees your CV at a first glance and sees that you are having the relevant things, relevant experience or credentials, then they should be selecting you at least for the interviews. So one-on-one connection with the HR person. Next step is you should connect with some consultants also, on renowned consultancies also. So in case you are not getting a good interview call from the above steps, then you can also try out connecting with some consultants. Now consultants are third party consultants which are basically hired by many companies, even multinational companies, all Google, Amazon, Tatas and Adanis and all companies are basically hiring through third party consultants, because the job because the CV, the first list of CVs is identified by these third party consultants and given to the company HRs. The shortlisted CVs are given to the company HRs. So many a times consultants are working for companies in the specific domain, like consultancy, like the Big Four, McKinsey, BCG, PwC, KPMG. For this category of jobs, there may be some consultants which are there. So if you are able to reach out to consultants, so in my course of videos, I will also explain to you how to connect with these consultants, and you will also get ample exposure in my videos about how to land a job only through these consultants. Okay, and the renowned consultancies. So suppose if you are wanting to go to Middle East, or Canada, then you have to connect with some renowned consultancies. Okay, these renowned consultancies can be like Ghiwala, or for Canada, if you're going, then it can be different companies like Y-Axis is there, WWICS is there. So you have to go through the consultancy route, okay, for some categories of the jobs. Now coming to the seventh step, so go through the job postings every day. Okay, so you have job search, as I said, is a war. There is one job for every maybe 2000 people. One good job is there. You will see on multiple sites that 500, 1,000 or 2,000 people have applied for the job. So you should go for the job postings every day to filter out the good jobs which are there. Okay, because you need to apply and get the best jobs for yourself. Okay, you should not settle for the less. So identify which are the right job postings, go through the job postings, read the job postings, identify what keywords they are being used. For example, if you are from a supply chain domain in an FMCG area, and a job posting has come from GSK, okay, or a job posting has come from Nestle, then you should identify the keywords which are there. A supply chain, maybe some keywords, maybe like the candidate is required to do, say, supplier management, supplier relationship management. The candidate is required to do, say, network optimization if it is from the logistics field, or the candidate is required to manage a warehouse, and so and so. So you should basically identify those keywords which is mentioned in the job, and if you are interested in that job, then you should include those keywords in the CV. Okay, because these are the keywords which the third party consultant will use to filter out your CV. Okay, the more keywords are matching, they have softwares also. Okay, so different softwares are available with the HR consultants nowadays, in which they will simply upload your CV and it will give out all the CVs which are having those keywords. Okay, and now coming to the most important part of the job search, which is that you have to be positive. Okay, so you have to be positive, you have to be trying and making those efforts, and you have to be consistent, you have to be positive. You cannot give up the journey, because just who knows that just the next thing that you apply for, the next job that you apply for, is the right one for you. So thank you for all the thank you for your support, and I would request, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon, so that I can bring more and more good content like this for you.